friends, welcome. If this is your first time visiting, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. So one of my YouTube friends asked me to do a video on AliExpress. So I talk about buying products from AliExpress all the time, but you know, the site can be a little bit confusing. And if you haven't ordered there before, there are definitely some tips and tricks that can help keep you from wasting your money. So nothing's 100% guaranteed. So please know that, because, you know, when you see a lot of this is what I expected and this is what I got fails on videos and stuff online, a lot of them are actually from AliExpress and Wish. I've never ordered from Wish, but from, you know, it's a very similar site as AliExpress. Now, I'm going to be looking at craft stuff just because that's what I tend to order. But real quick, we'll talk about, you know, if you do want to order, you know, like clothes or accessories or shoes or anything like that, then, you know, the same thing that I'm going to talk about with the craft supplies holds true. Make sure that you're looking at how many reviews, you know, what the star review number is on them. And, you know, especially with clothes, I would really look for things that people have posted pictures of the items that they've received. And I would look at those. I personally would never buy makeup, or I definitely, like, I don't buy any sort of chemical product. Like, I would never buy my epoxy from here, nothing like that. I only buy items from here that, like, glitter and molds and paper and that sort of stuff. A lot of this is the same stuff that you see on Amazon. So I'm going to just kind of get in and show you. So it's AliExpress.com. And if you don't have an account, you'll just go in and make yourself an account. So I personally only shop this site using a credit card. I don't use my debit card because I feel like my credit card is a little bit more secure. And I actually have a credit card with a small limit that I use for online shopping like this, so that they could never actually really go in and take a lot of money. And then with my credit card, I have some recourse if there's ever a problem. Now, I will tell you, I've never had a problem on AliExpress, but I do know that people have had problems shopping online. I don't know about AliExpress itself, but I've never had any issue with AliExpress as far as my credit card or anything like that goes. All right, so we're going to go to craft supplies. So we'll do it a couple ways. So we can go to general crafts. So I just put in crafts, and all kinds of stuff comes up. So you can see, you've probably seen a lot of these items on Amazon. So one of the benefits to getting this from Amazon, however, even though it is more expensive to buy these things from Amazon, you don't have to wait for the long shipping process. So with AliExpress, you generally wait about a month to get your items. So if you need something quickly, AliExpress is not the way to go. I would go to Amazon and you would pay a little bit more. But the other thing is, I really look at the shipping, because free shipping for me is very important, or at least a very cheap shipping, because sometimes you will see an item that looks like it's super inexpensive and then the shipping is ridiculous. You also really want to pay attention to what is in the lot. So something may look like it's coming packaged with a whole set of something and you're only getting one. Pay attention to the size of stuff because, you know, sometimes you can get duped on here not paying attention to the size. So like these flowers, this is, a lot of people use these. I've bought these myself, and a lot of people use these in like their keychain molds. So this would be one box of random dried flowers. So it shows you 4 boxes here, but you're gonna get one box and it's gonna be a random assorted for $2.89, and then it's free shipping. Now the other thing on here, if you can see, it shows that there's 2,000 orders and there's 141 reviews, and it's got 4.7 stars. I don't order anything that's, you know, less than 4.5 stars because I feel like you start getting more inferior product, because then you get a lot of people has really low ratings, and you don't know if, you know, sometimes they're adding stuff to, you know, make those ratings go up. But one of the other things is to, AliExpress always will give you the store. So this is a top brand store, and the store on a whole has a 98.4% positive feedback. So that's really, really good. And it's got 69,000 followers. So that in itself is a really good thing. Now, if you go to the reviews, you can go down and you can see everybody's reviews, where they're from. And the nice thing is that people will put pictures. So, and that's why for me, when I do get items, I try to add pictures when I can, because I appreciate when people add pictures to it for me to see. So those are some of the things that I look for when I'm ordering a product. All right. Now, glitter. So with glitter, I have not gotten a glitter that I didn't love, to be honest with you. And if you go through and look, like, you can get some really, really, really gorgeous glitters. But the thing is, you need to make sure that you are paying attention to how much is in it, okay? Because like this is a 10-gram bag. That's gonna be a small little bag. There's not gonna be a lot in there. It's only 78 cents. But it's only going to be a small bag. But look at this color. I mean, that's a color that you would see in some of the places that maybe you buy from. Look at this. I mean, yeah, these colors are like, I've never gone wrong with the colors. And I do actually have a video from quite some time ago that, where I was just doing a haul on AliExpress glitter, and I will link it in, and I'll link it in if you want to see it, and you can see what some of that glitter looks like. So it takes a month to get it, but like, the colors are phenomenal. I've never had any issue with colors. So, but then if you look, like, this is a 50-gram bag. Hey Google, how many ounces is 50 grams?
50 grams is equivalent to 1.764 ounces. Convert from grams to ounces. Divide unit of mass by approximately...
Okay, so 50 grams, according to Google, she just answered me, 1.76 ounces, so just under 2 ounces of glitter and $3.36. So you can sort of, you know, do the math and see, you know, how that works for you. But the colors, I mean, like, these are really nice colors. And you can put in, you can specify like chunky glitter. And you can see like all of these different, I mean, see, look at these colors. They're beautiful. And so this has got 1,200 reviews that are great. People saying how beautiful they are, and they're showing packages of them. Oh, and that's a project made with them. So you just kind of go through and look. You can do, you know, like you can do holographic glitter. You can find these colors. I mean, I'm sure that you can probably think of a color that maybe you've purchased someplace that, you know, these resemble. So many options. There's little hearts and, I mean, just all kinds of stuff there. So you can do vinyl. So I have found to find vinyl, it's just easier if you do vinyl for Cricut, because otherwise you get all kinds of different vinyl coming up. But you know, again, go in, look at the ratings, look at what people have bought. But for your vinyl, make sure that you're checking the sizes, because sometimes you can get duped in not really realizing what kind of a size it was. I will tell you, I absolutely would not buy my epoxy, any kind of chemical, anything that could be ingested or anything like that. To be honest, I myself wouldn't buy makeup from here. I like the idea of things being regulated. So there are some things that I would not buy from here. Some things I'm perfectly content with buying. Other things I wouldn't. Okay, so there's one more thing that I want to show you. Okay, so molds, I want you to see, I mean, you can get so many different molds from here for just like amazing prices. And some of these are probably molds that you've seen on other sites for much more expensive. Okay, now something that I want to show you, let's just pull up a mold. Okay, so say we want this mold right here. Now when you go, it's gonna give you a choice, buy now or add to cart. And this is the difference. And this is also part of why I feel like I've not really had any problems with my cart or anything. I always do add to cart, okay? Now, when you do add to cart, you'll get a choice of continue shopping, or it's gonna give you some other options that you might want to do. So continue shopping, you would wanna do if like say, so you could put multiple items of this color on there, but you can't do multiple colors at once. So if you want this, but then you also want that, then you need to do that, you know, separate. So you would continue shopping and then add that to cart. Now, if you hit buy now, you're going to individually put your card in for each of the items, okay? And you're individually buying from that store. If you add that to your cart, right? Now, I go to my cart, right? And here are all of my items. So I go through, and one thing, I don't have to buy everything right now. I can leave some in my cart and just buy what I want to, or I can buy all the things that I want. I can select all, or I can select individually, right? So now if I put them in my cart and I buy this way, I'm buying from AliExpress as a whole, and then AliExpress is gonna give that money to each individual little store, okay? So you're actually only sending your card information to one place one time. Now, what I will say is that you will get, so if you go to click on your name on there, so you can go to my orders, message center. So message center will tell you any messages from like the seller or anything like that. So you will initially get a message from each of the different places that will say, when you pay for this, we'll send it. So you don't want to, you want to hold off and wait a minute, because it takes a few minutes for AliExpress to get all of that money over to each individual place. So they initially don't know that you've already paid for it. So you just wait a little bit, and then next thing you know, you'll see that they're paid, and it'll go to processing, and they will give you a tracking, and you'll be able to watch it all along while it is, while it's going. You can see when it's processed and where it is, and they'll let you know when it's dropped off. So it's actually really easy. It's just that it takes a long time. Now, I have only had one time that I had a problem. I didn't receive my order, and I did a dispute through AliExpress, and they, sent it to the individual store, and I got my money back. Now, I have seen on there where, people have had, some different issues, and that's why for me, I always make sure that I'm buying from stores that have good reviews and products that have good reviews. Now, I have had some products come before that was not what I expected, and I've never actually sent anything back because it was generally so inexpensive that I gave it to somebody else or just didn't use it, whatever. But for the most part, because I'm pretty diligent in paying attention to what I'm getting, I have had a pretty good time with it. I did, however, one time I thought that I was ordering silicone cups like this size, and they ended up being like baby cups like this. It was the funniest thing ever. But otherwise, so the big things, if you're going to order more than one item, even if you're only ordering one item, I would put your items in your cart and then pay for it all at one time. Check your reviews and the rating on your store. Make sure that you're looking at the size that you're actually getting of the item, the quantity. So if you think that something's in a lot or a pack, make sure that it actually is. Make sure that you're looking at shipping, okay? Because you don't want to get duped in paying a whole bunch of shipping that you're not expecting to. If you are gonna purchase like clothes, shoes, stuff like that, I would really look at the sizing, because Chinese sizing is very, 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 very small compared to sizing in other parts of the world, especially the US. And for me personally, I wouldn't buy anything that has any components, chemicals, epoxy. Like I said, I wouldn't even buy makeup myself, but that's my own personal preference. I'm limited on the types of things that I personally will buy from there. So, but anyways, I hope that this was helpful. And I will link the glitter video. And I did see a message from someone, and I apologize. We have been so busy at work lately, and I did forget to put the mold for the bracelet. If you saw that, I forgot to link that from Amazon, and I will go on and do that as well. And yeah, so listen, I hope you guys have a blessed and beautiful night. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you tomorrow with an epoxy project. Bye, friends.